Before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to join our community to help you become a better steward, scale to billions, and ultimately give more or all of it away. All I want you to do is to click the subscribe button right now. I love your support. It's incredible to see your comments, and we're just getting started. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Welcome to the Build It to Billions podcast, where we guide successful entrepreneurs and investors on their journey from millions to billions. We believe that the key to scaling and compounding your wealth and life starts every single day with the mindset and practice of stewardship over ownership and applying billionaire biblical principles. Our ultimate goal is to help you scale and compound your wealth and life so you can give more or all of it away to help MVPs. My name is Brett Swartz, and each and every episode we're joined by the world's top entrepreneurs, millionaires, or billionaires, and they share their secrets, insights, and wisdom with us so we can all level up and make a bigger impact. I'm excited about our next guest. He's a friend of mine, and he's also an expert in all things really multi-family properties and mobile home parks, being that he invests and he brokers, and he's from the original state of California like myself. In fact, we would compete for listings back in the day for multi-family opportunities when I was still brokering out there. But he sells commercial properties, he buys investment properties, mostly in his preferred market of Tennessee these days. But he also has a team and helps people to exit most of the deals in California. And we're going to be talking today about the top mistakes that commercial real estate owners are making, and so much more. Please welcome to the show with me, Adrian Del Real. Adrian, how are we doing?
Hey, thanks, Brett. Thanks. Love being here. Always great to see you and talk to you, man.
Yeah, great to have you on the show. And for our listeners, get to know you for the first time, maybe just give a little bit more about your background and your current focus.
Sure. My background is I grew up in the Bay Area for 18 years. Then I went to UC Davis. I played soccer at Davis, 5 years, one red shirt. I met my wife there. I lived in Roseville, California. I moved from Davis to Roseville and lived there for 20 some years. And in 2008, so going back, I actually grew up in real estate. My family still owns a roofing company via my parents, and then they slowly were investing in real estate, SFRs, then transitioned from multifamily out into industrial, multi-tenant, and commercial real estate. So growing up in high school, when I got in trouble, if I was out too late, stayed out past curfew, or just in general, I would drive around with my dad, and I would be in charge of getting the units rent ready, cleaning out the units, power washing them, getting all things real estate. My dad was super influential. He loves real estate. He would jump off of a roof if a person calls him with the deal. He'll just go, and we grew up that way. And then I moved to Roseville with my wife 22 years ago. And then shortly thereafter, in about 2015, 2016, I started investing in Tennessee. I thought the opportunities were too expensive in the Sacramento region. Little did I know that the market would take off there. In 2015-16, we started the brokerage in 2008 during the great financial crisis. We knew that banks were going to be the ultimate sellers via foreclosures, and we did foreclosures up until about 2014, until the market transitioned into a traditional market. Then in 2022, the opportunity came up where I could expand in the Nashville region with an office, and my family moved. And myself moved and have expanded in Middle Tennessee. I was very familiar with the market from owning already multifamily here. Plus have a team set up and continued in California. And I go between both states and in between selling multifamily and mobile home and RV parks.
Amazing, Adrian. I love it. I love the background. I don't know if you knew, but I originally from Michigan, San Jose, Fremont, and I would build houses with my parents, and they had rentals. And so very similar, like we're mostly on the job site building the things, but they had the rentals that were passive. And it's an interesting world to be brought up in the real estate world. And then Eminem, Marcus and Millichap, and then here we are. And so, it's great to, we spent some time in San Diego together at the multifamily conference down there. That was awesome. And it's great to now kind of reflect based upon all of that and what we've seen over these basically 20 years that we've been in the business, and some of the top mistakes that clients, and owners make. And I think let's just dive right into that, right? We're talking about, legacy and planning and being proactive and such. And so what would you say is the top mistakes you see multifamily owners, mobile home park owners that are making, right? They own these real estate, they've built this up for many years, and now they're looking at an exit or they're just looking at a legacy transfer. Like, what are some of the top things that we want to touch on today?
Top things that I see when speaking with private owners. I mean, these people are what we refer to as mom and pops. They've owned other businesses and have spent the majority.
So if you like this little short clip of the interview I just did, click over here to watch the full interview. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody.